Moving on, it is a mixture of anxiety and suspense for the majority of children who troop to various military installations for the annual Military Open Day by the Ghana Armed Forces. The situation is not different today at the Ghana Air Force Base at Burma Camp, as curious kids lined up in long winding queues waiting to have an opportunity to fly in a military chopper. For first-time flyers, the experience is indescribable. My colleague Maxwell Agbaba was at the Burma Camp, and of course he's put together a short report. Here it is.
7th of March every year is open day for the Ghana Armed Forces. So today we have a lot of curious kids coming around to have access to the various logistics that the military, has. Inside is this armored vehicle. We just had a trip inside and we just came back actually. This is what it feels like. It's not what you describe as cozy, but it's a real experience here at the Armored Reconnaissance Unit of the Ghana Armed Forces. We're here to have interactions with one man who's going to tell us exactly what they do here at this base and what it is like, what the open day, what the purpose of the open day is exactly. He's here with us and is happy to meet us. What's your name?
My name is Lieutenant Colonel William Norte, and I'm the commanding officer of the Armored Reconnaissance Regiment.
Okay, so what exactly do you do here at this unit?
Our primary role is reconnaissance, that is to obtain information.
Okay.
And pass it on to our higher commander for planning. So we use various means to obtain that information on the war front. We also happen to be the unit with the Armed Forces armored vehicles.
Okay.
And these armored vehicles are also support vehicles for the infantry in operations, peacekeeping and internal security duties.
Okay, so today is an open day. What purpose do you seek to achieve with the open day?
The open day, as was instituted almost a decade or so ago, or 2 decades ago, sought to bring the military closer to the civilian population. It's a means of telling them what we do so that they understand that we are there to play our roles to help secure the territorial integrity of the country. So we open up the place for them to interact with them and then also let them have a feel of what we do, how we do it, and the equipment that we use to do this. And that is the essence of the open day. And here used to be one of the flag point areas where people want to go, because these armored vehicles on a normal day, you only see them crisscrossing, and it's always a source of interest and intrigue for people to come around, have a feel, and also have the opportunity of riding in them. And that is the essence of the open day, particularly in my regiment.
Okay, so what kind of feedback do you get from these young, curious ones who would always troop here to come and see what you have here? What kind of feedback? Because a lot of us when we were kids, we're scared of soldiers.
Exactly, exactly. The feedback is always very positive. Already there will be that intrigue about what these vehicles are, what is inside and all. And so to give them the opportunity to come and have a feel, and then also know that, well, the soldiers are, after all, not some harmless human beings, but one of their own who also perform their roles in furtherance of national development. It tends to be a win-win situation for everybody. And then it also inculcates in these people that this is also a profession that they can take, and it's a full-time job on which they can pursue whatever dreams or aspirations they have.
So what kind of stands do we have here? I see the signal stand, and then you have other stands also here.
So what we do is that if you look to my right, we have a reception center where the buses park. Then yes, exactly, where the buses are.
Okay.
Then they come in where we receive them under the shade there, water for them to wait. Then they are ushered in through to here. This is where the briefing takes place.
Okay.
And then once they are briefed, they go around the various stands.
Okay.
So we have the first stand being the vehicle itself. They go to the signal stands, and then there was a gunnery stand.
What happens here at the signal stands?
The signal stands, they tell them about the sort of communication equipment we use. Because for us, communication is key. As I said, our primary role is to get information and relay it back. So communication drives all the things that we do as far as our roles are concerned. Yeah.
Interesting. So after the signal stand, you told me you have which other stand?
Yeah, the gunnery stand where we show them.
Gunnery
Yes,
stand.
the gunnery stand is over there. So we show them the weaponry that we use.
So what sort of armory do you have as a
Well, our guns range from anything from 12.7 millimeter to 90 millimeters. So we have various roles that are assigned to the vehicles. When we are playing reconnaissance role, then it's lighter. You want to go in quick, slow. But if we are playing support role, then you want to have something big to which to achieve your effect. And that's why we have the range of guns between 12.7 to 90 millimeter. The 90 millimeter ones are very fearful. So.
Okay, so signal stand, the
Gunnery stands,
which other stand?
and then the driving and maintenance stands.
Okay, what's happening at the driving and maintenance?
So they tell them a little bit more about the vehicle and its capability, what the vehicle is able to do. Some of them are amphibious. They can actually go into the water and swim.
Wait, armored vehicles?
It goes into the vehicle and swim to an objective at the other end of the river or sea.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. We want to see one of those, like, you know, as we go ahead, like.
Yes. For example, this is one of the amphibious ones going.
Which one?
Maxwell Agbagba with that report. He also interacted with one of the pilots, one of the female pilots, I must say, Flight Lieutenant Ama Sewa.
Have the opportunity of flying in the military chopper. For some of them, it is their first time experience and they are waiting anxiously for it. But I have here with me Flight Lieutenant Ama Sewa. She's going to tell us what the military open day is all about and what the military seeks to achieve with this open day. Flight Lieutenant, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, tell me, what is this open day all about?
The open day, as the word suggests, is the day that we as military personnel open our gates to civilians who would otherwise not be part of us to come and experience what we do on daily basis as military personnel.
Okay, so tell me, apart from the Air Force base, which other places can these kiosk kids and adults go to see? I mean, some of your logistics.
Actually, all the military bases are opened to the public today, since it is the open day. So you could also go to the naval base or any other military base that you wish to go to, and they are all ready to take you through what they do on a daily basis.
But you're a pilot yourself. Tell me, usually when you're flying this kiosk kids, in there, up there, what feedback do you get from them?
It's so exciting, flying a lot of children on this day, and it's very interesting, and we are all very happy to do that.
Okay, so that's Flight Lieutenant Ama Sewa. Let's get into the long queue. Okay, this queue is actually not long winding. There are about 3 processes you'd have to go through before you get here. A lot of the kids are up there waiting anxiously to get opportunity to fly in a chopper. Let's have interactions with one of the kids. Let's find out from them what it means to her. What's your name?
Surayatu Rashid.
Surayatu.
Rashid.
Okay, Surayatu, tell me, how excited are you to get on this chopper? But first of all, is it your first time you're flying?
Yes, of course.
Wow. Tell me, what are you anxious? Are you excited? Or what's the experience for you?
I'm very happy. This being my first time, I'm very excited.
You don't have butterflies in your tummy? You're not scared?
Oh no.
You're not? Okay.
I'm not scared.
So tell me, if you go back home, what would you be telling your friends today when you get back home?
I'm going to tell them how the flight was like and the fun we had here.
Okay. Finally, before I go, when you think about the military, what comes to your mind? I know a lot of you kids, when you see somebody, in a camouflage, you see the military men in their uniforms, you start running away. Tell me, what's the feeling like when you see a military man?
Oh, when I see a military man, I feel normal.
Hey, really?
Yes. Because I'm a cadet member.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Surayatu. Well, Surayatu says she feels normal when she sees a military officer. That was not the case for me when I was a child, actually. I usually would run helter-skelter. Hey, how are you? Tell me, you're going to fly in a chopper. Is it going to be your first time today? It's your first time?
Yes.
Tell me, how excited are you?
I feel like flying.
You feel like flying? You say you feel like flying?
Yes.
Oh, you'll be flying very soon, okay?
Okay.
When you get home, what would you be telling mommy and daddy?
I'll tell them that.
I get it. The anxiety is so much. Okay, all the best. Okay, so it's excitement for a lot of these kids. A lot of them are anxious to get on board. So this is what is happening here at the tarmac, here at the Air Force Base in.
This is still The Pulse with me, Gifty Andopia. Up next is Sports on The Pulse. Please stay.